Hi, Cancer. Okay, this one card is flipped over. Okay, Six of Swords, movement. So for those that have been lately experiencing turbulence or unfairness or emotional upheaval or turmoil within their workplace, within their career, I feel as though you're moving into something that looks definitely more promising. This turbulent water you'll be leaving behind into something more peaceful, something more harmonious. For those that are wanting to leave a workplace because of this reason, I feel as though some of you actually may take that initiative, may take that step and move or relocate workplaces. It could be a change in career. Some of you may have some sort of opportunity that could be a foreign opportunity, or it could be an opportunity that comes at a distance, so an increased commute. It could be in a different country, city or state, province, district, region or area. So a lot of you are actually relocating or moving. Now, for some, there's the notion of harmonious waters that lie ahead. For others, I feel like there is actually movement, like you're physically leaving a job or leaving something behind in the next couple of months. Now, for some, it could be like transiting from department to department or going to a different branch or a different division. But there is movement around you, Cancer, for a lot of you. So this is quite exciting. It also speaks of a journey. When we're in the boat symbolizes protection and carries us to something new, new ventures, new horizons. So I think for some of you, there's some sort of new career maybe, new job prospects coming in, or movement. It could be within business. Some of you might be relocating your business to a different area, different city, maybe even a different country, because this movement can symbolize that you're packing everything up and relocating and moving it, Cancer. So for some, I feel like you're too attached to where you are, and that's not a bad thing, Cancer, by no means, but I feel as though this attachment or nostalgia is holding you back from moving on, Cancer. And we all love you for that because you are such a sentimental soul. But I think for some of you, you understand that the time is ripe and ready for you to move on and to embark on new horizons. And some of you are venturing into new waters, and it's very, very exciting. With the Six of Swords here, there could also be foreign and international opportunities that make themselves known to you in the next couple of months. Okay, you had a card flip over here. What was it? Okay, Page of Cups, strong water energy again, possibly a Pisces, someone coming in for an offer for the water sign. I feel as though there's a lot of accommodation with the Page of Cups. You can see this fish emerging from the cup, and he asks this young page what it is that he wants, what are his wishes, what are his desires, what does he want to see come to fruition. So I feel as though around the workplace or in your career or in your studies or in your business, I feel as though there's a lot of people that are asking you questions in the next couple of months. What's your vision for the future, Cancer? How do you see this coming to fruition? What are the steps that you're going to take? And I like this. This is symbolic that there's flexibility and you're in a very creative space where you can really govern what your next steps are moving forward in a business, for example, or perhaps in a career. For some of you, I feel like this is a superior or someone you can trust that is speaking to you on a very emotional level here. It's not so much in the professional sense. It almost feels like two people or a group of people coming together, speaking honestly and openly. And I think this is coming up in the next couple of months. So I feel like if there's anything that's been in your mind, Cancer, that you haven't been able to express freely, I feel like this is about to change. And in the next couple of months, there'll be a window of opportunity for you to express your thoughts and where you'd like to see progression in your career maybe. But a lot of flexibility around this. I also feel like for those that are getting offered a new job or a new role, I feel like this person, the superior of the company, will really be fighting for you. Now, I'm not sure because you'll be offered something else at the same time and this person will find out, this company, but I feel as though someone will be very, very flexible and accommodating, Cancer. And I suppose you could use this to your advantage. Because the Page of Cups, it holds an offer and it could be something very different than what you're used to doing. I did mention venturing into new waters, uncharted territory here, because the fish, it's almost like a fish out of water. So for some of you, you may be feeling this way. You may be feeling like you no longer belong in your current workplace and you need to move on. For others, I feel like maybe this period of, the holiday season may bring about, instability, or may bring about changes, and that can be a little bit unsettling because the fish out of water, this isn't you being in your natural environment. So for some, I feel like there's some sort of changes happening within the career or within the business, and you'll feel like you're not in your element here, Cancer. But ride with it, because for some, this will improve and there's harmony that will be restored. But for others, I feel there's movement altogether away from something because you're wanting something more flexible. But this is a very nice offer that is more in alignment with your passions. Page of Cups is someone that's emotionally guided in their career. So passion, interest is something that will be guiding you in the next couple of months. Okay. Beautiful. Six of Wands, victory. Notoriety. You're going to be known for something that you do, Cancer. I wonder what it is. This is a lot of prestige, though. It's conquest. So I feel for some of you, you're going to be put in the spotlight here with the Six of Wands. There's encouragement, there's support behind you, and you're being placed on a high horse here. For some of you, I feel like there's elevation. Now, this could be in the forms of a promotion. This could be in the forms of attaining a new role that is maybe something a little bit more challenging than anything you've done before. Maybe it's something that is not something you really envisioned yourself doing, but this opportunity will arise, Cancer, and I think you'll find passion in it. And what's interesting is that I think for some of you, the sixes here speak of victory and having a natural talent. So as much as I said you might be a fish out of water, I feel as though eventually you'll grasp it and you'll have a very natural ability to do this. So this is quite fascinating with the Six of Wands. Look, it could also be a fire sign around you that helps elevate your position, an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo during these next couple of months. So this could be quite significant. But I see a wreath of victory. It's almost like a merit or an award or recognition that's being placed upon you. It's almost like you're showered with abundance and blessings here. So this is very prominent. And I feel for those that have their own business or brand or creative pursuit, people are going to start to be aware of what it is that you're selling, what it is that you're providing, or what it is that you're trying to push forward. So you have a large following here, and it could very well be on an international basis. So this is very exciting. This is all about casting a wide net and appealing to those that are further afield, further away. And you having a following, you have a support system here. There's lots of people in these cards, so I'm assuming for some of you, you might become in charge of a very large team, Cancer. And sometimes you take your emotion, you take your work home with you. It's just in your nature. It's how you are. Maybe it's about desensitizing and detaching from that with the Six of Swords. It may be. Maybe you don't think you're qualified enough to do something quite different, Cancer, but believe me, your natural talent will come in and shine, and this ability you have to really build personal relationships and connections with the people you work with will definitely work to your favor in the next couple of months. Okay, you had the Knight of Cups that fell out. An offer that comes into your path. There he is. Knight of Cups, bringing you an offer full of passion, an offer of commitment. This is someone you can trust, Cancer. This is a fellow water sign, I think, that's around you here. Look, it doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign. It can be someone else under a different astrological sign or element. However, the Knight of Cups is a very nice offer that's coming into your path here in the next couple of months. Now, for some of you, the two sixes and the page and the knight both hold cups. So for some, you're divided between two different opportunities or two different career paths. I feel as though there's movement towards the one you really, really want to go to. You see how these two, this one's sort of facing there, these two are facing the other way. I feel as though it's time to make a decision here, Cancer. So you might have been indecisive about the product you want to sell, the kind of business you want to run, the nature of the business, what sort of career you want to have. But I also feel like for those that will gain some sort of platform and a larger following or be held accountable for a large budget or a large team, I feel as though you'll continue to get more offers because people see you as very trustworthy. The Page, the Knight, they're very reliable people here. So I think someone that's around you, either superior or a team member or a colleague, is finding a lot of reliability in you, Cancer. And not that they didn't before, I just think that this is coming to the surface more so. So I think these new horizons that you're sailing into look very, very promising. The notion of elevation here, you can see the land that this Knight of Cups is walking into, and it looks a little bit more challenging. So for some, there's a challenging role ahead with a larger amount of people. It may require a lot of innovation, and at times you may feel like you are a fish out of water, and this isn't maybe your natural element or your natural environment. But you can be adaptable if you allow yourself to be, Cancer. So I think this is something you might have to remember in the next coming months. But I love what this represents. You've got success. You're on your high horse here. And you're definitely moving towards beautiful things ahead. So I do sincerely wish you the very best. Thank you so much for watching.